Hello and welcome. It's the chat. I am Manny. My guest on the program is remarkable. She's an outstanding actor. And if you remember the program Cock Crow at Dawn, then you will never forget Victoria Ene Orloja. That's my guest this week.
Annette Victoria Orloja is a writer, producer, director, and an American-based Nigerian movie star, one of the pioneers of Nollywood, fondly referred to as the Doyen and mother of acting in Nigeria. She was born in Nigeria on 25th May 1957 after completing her elementary and high school education, where she was exceptional in stage performances. Annette attended the University of Ibadan, where she studied theatre arts. She then bagged a master's degree in international relations and strategy from the University of Jos. Riding on the success of her public acceptance, with the recommendation of a mentor, she was promptly shot to fame for her role in the NTA classical series Cock Crow at Dawn in the 80s, where she played the role of Zamaye, the mother of Beatrice, played by late Sadiq Daba. She scripted, produced, directed, and acted in some episodes of another popular TV series in the 80s, Behind the Clouds. This drew in both national and international attention, accompanied by numerous laurels, and these accomplishments can be said to have contributed to the birth of Nollywood. In 1991, Anna relocated to the United States of America. There, in collaboration with other creators, she produced Echoes from the Diaspora in 1993. The piece highlighted the many challenges diasporans go through. In 2007, following what looked like a successful entrance into Hollywood, she featured in The Brave One, an action-adventure drama which followed the life of a lady whose fiancé was beaten to death by aliens, and this experience turned her into an armed wanderer and vigilante. Annette Victoria Orloja is an American-based Nollywood actor and mother of one.
It's so nice meeting you again.
Nice talking with you, Manny, after so many years. Thank you so much.
And we're talking about 30 years, more than 30 years.
For more than 30 years even.
Can I ask, why are you over there and not here?
That's a very long story. How many hours do you have in one day? I'll let you in on a secret though.
Yeah.
I was never the type to live here, to live anywhere but Nigeria. Shall we just say I'm here, or I was forced to be here for personal reasons?
Okay. Are you hoping to come back?
I don't want to be kidnapped. Because yes, they will think that I have money and I'm broke. I'm always broke. We're all always broke.
Is that the perception?
This is the reality. It's not a perception from what we read, from what we know. I don't want to be kidnapped in Nigeria because they think I'll have money and I don't.
My goodness, is that saying bye-bye to acting in Nigeria then?
No, I would want my country to be better so I can come home. But the security situation in that country is ridiculous. I want to be able to sleep in my house and breathe, or walk the streets and breathe. That security situation in my beloved country needs to be honed.
Yes, I agree with you.
I mean, you can't be sleeping in your house and people just enter your house and massacre you, and you're telling me that they are from some foreign headsmen and so. What foreign headsmen, for crying out loud? We are going to sit down in that country and allow some foreigners, no matter who they are, to come and kill us?
But who are you?
Coming.
But who are you pointing fingers at?
I am pointing fingers at the headsmen and all the other kidnappers, but what we hear is that, you know, some foreign headsmen came into Nigeria with AK-47s, are killing innocent people all over the land, and we're sitting back and, you know, listening to people talk a lot of crap. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
That's not the country I know. That's not the country I love. You're telling me that foreigners can come into the land and massacre innocent women, children, and elderly people, and we're sitting there and doing nothing, where are our soldiers and where are our security forces? We can go to Igbo land and disturb our IPOB, or, you know, do whatever it is we want to them, but we cannot locate herdsmen that are massacring people en masse all over the land. All right, don't get me started, Manny. I'm not
sorry, I know how you feel, but
no, this is not the Nigeria that I know, and it upsets me terribly.
There is this talk about, you know, everybody going their way. You know, do you see that happening?
No, we cannot go our way. You know why? Let me give you a typical example. Let me start from me. My family. My ex-husband is from Rivers State, now Bayelsa. I have 3 sisters married to either Igbo people, from Asaba area also. I have Yoruba in my family. I am thoroughly mixed. My family is thoroughly mixed. So now, let me ask you, we get separated, and then I am maybe in Nigeria or whatever, the middle belt will call itself. Then some people are in Igbo land, some people are in the, you know, southeast, some are south. And then they'll be getting visas, we'll be getting visas to go and visit each other. We have to be very careful in Nigeria to think about separating. We are too mixed up.
Yeah, but it seems that we're strange bedfellows.
No, we are not strange bedfellows. We're stupid bedfellows. Because there is no country as the United States that is as mixed as the United States. No country on earth. Yes, there are problems here, racism and all of that. But you know what? If you mind your business, you'll have a measure of peace, at least in your home. Where are the Igbos have invested so much up north. Yorubas have invested so much up north. Northerners have invested. We are too mixed up for that. We need to identify what our problems are. We don't have a problem with each other. Some of the, most of my friends are Yorubas. Igbo people have given me all kinds of, have been very nice to me. Hausa people, when I lived in Sokoto, in fact, I want to become a citizen of Sokoto because Sokoto people were even better, nicer to me than my own Benue people were. Do I have a problem with you because you're Yoruba or, wherever you are? I've never even asked you where you're from.
I'm not Yoruba, I'm Igbo.
Yes, you can't be Yoruba. Does Peter Igbo have a problem with me because I'm Idoma? Or I have a problem with Peter Igbo because he's Urobo? No, we don't have personal problems with one another. We need to identify what our problem is in Nigeria and deal with it. And our problem is the political elite who don't do anything.
You can't just be calling the political elite alone. There was this group of army generals. They are generals now, but this whole thing, I understand, started in the 60s after the coup.
Yes. We haven't been able to find our footing since the Ziogo school that now led us to a civil war, that now led us to being so completely afraid of one another. I remembered growing up, my dad was always being transferred from one place to another, and his vehicle would break down in the middle of nowhere, and the villagers would take us away. We were not afraid, and we would stay with the villagers for 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, as long as it took for him to fix the car for us to keep moving ahead. Those days are gone in Nigeria. What happened to us? We need to get back to who we really are. Because Nigerians, on an individual, the problem, the blanket problem is humongous. But on an individual basis, we are so good. I would never want to be anybody else but a Nigerian. Because I know my people. We are such a loving people. We are such a giving people. We need to find ourselves and stop the nonsense of let's break up. Let's do. You know what? When we break up, that is when we realize that we really, really do need each other and we should have stayed together. We need to stop. I read something not too long ago. Somebody said, when we talk about it, there is no citizenship in Nigeria. We don't have citizenship. None of us are citizens of that country. You are either from Benue, indigenous this or indigenous that. Hello, how about being a citizen of Nigeria? We need to scrap all of that from the forms where you say, what local government do you come from? Where do you, what state? What your catchment? We need to, wipe all of that out and begin to target ourselves as citizens. We need a new crop of people to come and redirect that country. We need to really, it feels like we are such a rudderless society now. There is nobody at the top, standing for us as Nigerians and as citizens of that nation. We need, we need so much. So there is so much to change in that country. We need healthcare. We need infrastructure in healthcare and so many other things. We need to really look out for one another. You need to have my back, Manny, and I need to have your back. I see the difference between Americans and us Nigerians. Of course, I'm an American now too, but you know what? I will always be in Nigeria. The difference between us is that America, no matter they are infighting, they will stick up for one another against everybody else. We need to find that. We need to find that in ourselves. We can't be saying this one is Yoruba, this one is Hausa, this one is Igbo, this one is Urobo, this one is Idoba, this one is Steve, this one. We can never succeed that way. The day we realize that we need each other and we need to hold each other by the hand and make it, because when we are out here, we're so good, we are excelling in everything. Why can we not excel in our own country? Why can't we realize that when you take that money that is meant to repair that road, tomorrow your car is going to break down faster because you're going to have to go on that road anyway, yourself and your family and your loved ones. There's so much pollution in Nigeria. If you go to Abuja, have you ever been to Abuja?
I live in Abuja.
Have you ever been to Wuse Market?
Yes.
It has to stop, please, God. Somebody has to tell someone that this has to stop. There is a generator in every little store. Can you know how our people are not dying? Only God knows, because I don't understand how the air they breathe day in, day out, the generator, somebody has to ban generators in Nigeria. We need to have electricity in that country.
What is the answer to getting electricity in that country? This has been on, decades. Decades. It's almost going into
it's amazing that in the 21st century, we're still talking about electricity.
Yeah.
Why can't we invest in solar power?
But let me say, in spite of the headache you're having about Nigeria and all these areas we've spoken about, what about the acting area, Nollywood, and the film industry? What's your opinion? Are you happy and proud of it?
Yeah, I think I am very proud of Nollywood. They just need to now, I just need to see some better content though. Like I always say, we're not the worst human beings in the world. A lot of Nollywood films that could discourage me initially were more juju, and so on. And See, what you put out there, what you watch, and what our children watch, they internalize.
What do you think of this lady that became the Director General of the World Trade?
I say kudos to us women.
I like
kudos
that. I like that statement. I mean, I'm
kudos
sure
to Black women, and kudos to us as Nigerian women. And we need, every single person needs to support her to succeed. Everybody who knows Mrs. Okonje, Ngozi, should be able to make sure they support her in whatever she needs to be successful in that position, so that she can continue to make us proud.
She's not alone, in outstanding performances out
No,
there.
she's not. That's what I'm saying. She's not alone.
Yes.
We need a leader who will really hold into what Nigerians have, into our talents, and make sure they bring it and forget the fact that this person is Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, or the other. We need to stop all that. Look at the United States. Now, you see, when I'm talking about leadership, excuse me, Joe Biden, look at the difference he's making between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Look at the big difference already. So leadership matters. Words matter. I need the president of Nigeria, Your Excellency Buhari, whom I met in 1975 and really liked very much. I need you to come out and really lead that nation and speak to people, because words matter. What you say to people matter.
But he's not talking.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't talk. Your people are being massacred in Nigeria, and you don't come to say, you need to stop this. We need to live together as one. You need to speak to people and encourage them to come out to be the best that they can be, but he doesn't speak. You're a leader. You need to be able to come out and talk to your people. It doesn't matter whether people are Hausa, Fulani. We used to live well together before. I remember what Miyetti Allah was saying, the leader. I'm like, are you serious? Am I really hearing this in that Nigeria, that somebody is coming out boldly to say things like this? And nobody said anything. And I'm like, where is the president of the country to say, how can somebody's talking like that in any other nation will be locked up? Because you are causing problems. You are adding fuel to the fire. Nigeria is a country, people are so poor that any little thing, most people will just erupt. So you need to be able to bring down the temperature. But you're boasting about, yes, we killed and did that. You know what I mean? The way we talk, our language is so disgusting most of the time.
When do you move to America? So,
91. I've been here 30 years.
30 years is a long time.
Yes,
it's a long time to be away from your country. I don't know whether you think Nigeria these days.
You can never take Nigeria from me. I am so passionate about Nigeria, as you can tell.
Can I ask you this question? I mean,
sure.
Bongo's Ikwe is Idoma.
Yes. Did
he have to record Kokro at Dawn because it's Idoma?
I knew Bongos from 1975. When Kokro even came to be, I had no idea. Do you know who got me into Kokro at Dawn?
Who?
Professor Sonioti.
Oh, yes.
Late Professor Sonioti. Do you know who was supposed to be Zemaya in Kokro at Dawn? Late Elsie Olushola.
Okay.
For some reason, she didn't turn up. So Peter was running out of time and ran to Sonioti in Jos. I ran to Prof. I said, please, you have been in theater arts for so long. Of all your students, please suggest one of your ex-students to play this role. And Sonny said, of all my students, I will suggest Victoria Orloja.
If you had to make any changes in your life, supposing you had the opportunity of making any changes in your life, what would it be?
I will not meet my ex.
Or you would not meet him?
No.
Really? Why is that so?
I don't want to go into it. Look at where I am. I could never have imagined that my life will end, will be there, will be here. But
okay.
It is.
So we'll say that what you would change is you would never marry the same man. Okay, that will be the change.
Oh, definitely. I would not even meet him.
What was that decision that made you leave Nigeria to go to, the United States? That moment.
It was not even a decision. It was an advice.
Really?
What's keeping me here now, apart from the insecurity in the country, is the fact that I'm on dialysis.
Okay, so these are health issues.
Yeah, exactly. And at least I have health insurance that's helping me here to stay alive, which is something we don't have in Nigeria. We don't have medical facilities. Because if we did, the president would not be going to England for an earache.
At the time you were leaving, do you think, you would come back immediately, soon? Or...
Yes, the time I left, I actually felt like, okay, the plan was, okay, let me just go for a vacation and let things calm down. And then, I'll be back. All tempers would have cooled down. And then I was told, you can't come back. Not now, because I'm not going to be able to protect you all your life. So I stayed and, I'm staying. Well, I have to eat, feed my child. I had I came in here with a 6-month-old baby. I had to look after my son. Like the mission, Ambassador Gambari, and the wife, and a whole load of my fans at the mission were very good to me. They dashed me money here and there, and all of the little things. That's how I was feeding my son. But anyway, I went through a whole lot. I'm saying that my whole life was eclipsed.
Is that what you're doing now? Is like you're giving me a testimony of success after all the darkness.
There was so much darkness. There was a lot of darkness. I just barely escaped being murdered. With the breath of a hair. That's why I said I had an angel on assignment, and then angels on assignment. So I was under 24-hour police protection. I don't even want to remember all this. Maybe one day I'll talk about it, because there are lots of women who go through domestic violence and who actually lose their lives in domestic violence. And it's a pet subject to me, because it is
Are you saying you're a victim of domestic violence?
Because it's something we sweep under the rug all the time. Yes, a big one. And the funniest thing is that I never came from a family like that. I never knew, I never saw that kind of thing all of my life. So I'm saying these are issues that we need to deal with in our society as well.
If you were going to be cast away to an island, yeah, and you're going to be there for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And they say to you, what 5 items will you take along with you? 5 items. What might they be?
Food, I'll take water, I'll take matches, I'll take paper, and I'll take pen, writing machine. Oh, but money. It's too difficult. By the way, I'm not going to be thrown on any island. I will not go.
Okay, would you take any music along with you? What would it be?
Not necessarily. No, I like the silence.
Well, thank you very much, Annette Orloja. Victoria Annette Orloja. And I have to add Victoria Annette Orloja.
You brought out all my secrets, right? Money.
Nice meeting you again after so many years. I mean, the last time I saw you must have been 30 years.
Yes.
Wow.
It's been years. Yes, Manny.
Well, that's how it's been on the chats this week. And my guest has been Victoria Annette Orloja of Cockcrow at Dawn. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I hope you did. I'm Manny. See you again. The Chat is produced by Channels Television. You can watch it again online. Just visit our social media platforms: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.